Python is a high-level interpreted programming language known for its simplicity and versatility. It has become one of the most widely used programming languages due to its ease of use and vast range of applications. Hello everyone, welcome to our Rhash-Algo channel. If you don't know me, it's Rajesh Paleru and you can look at this profile if you want to follow me on the LinkedIn. Okay, let's move on guys. A high-level language is designed to be easy for humans to read and write, abstracting away complex hardware details. Why Python is high-level language? Due to its features given here. Let's go one by one. Python code is closer to natural language, making it easier to understand. What does that mean? Okay, let's go ahead with some example in Python IDE. Okay, I will give Python command so that it will move on to the integrated development environment of Python. I will give some program here. Maybe I think it's worth if we do the same thing in VS Code. Okay, let's move on to the VS Code. I will write some sample program so that based on this you should be able to understand what I mean. I have the program already written here, x equal to 10, y equal to 20 and sum equal to x plus y. And finally I am printing the value of sum. Okay, by looking at this program, what you might have understand is that it's like a natural language which is written in English. But behind the scenes, it is converted into bytecode which will be interpreted by the Python. Okay, we'll go into those details as well. And the same operations which we have written here in the low-level languages like assembly, C or Java in any other programming languages would require multiple instructions related to memory and registers. Okay, one of the other feature of Python which makes it high-level programming language is its memory management. Python automatically handles memory allocation and garbage collection, whereas low-level languages like C require manual memory management. And the third feature is abstraction from hardware. Python allows programmers to focus on logic without worrying about hardware-specific instructions, registers, or memory addresses. Okay, and the fourth feature is built-in functions and libraries. Python has rich built-in functions and libraries, and these provides the feasibility of extensive libraries like math, datetime, and random, which reduces the need to write low-level code. Okay, and the second feature of Python paradigms is its interpreted language. An interpreted language executes code line by line rather than compiling the entire code at once. What that means? I will give you an example in this case also. For example, I am creating a file like this and I am putting a print statement, hello buddies, and on the second line I am creating an exception and everything you will come to know in the subsequent sections. Okay, I am putting something like this. Okay, let me run this program, Python 2.py. If you look at this program, what happened here is the first line has been printing the statement like hello buddies. After the second line, we are getting the issue like it's throwing an exception like zero division error. By this, you might have understand that program is executing half and after that it is failing. It's right, your estimation is right. What's happening here is program will be interpreted line by line. As per the interpreted language paradigms, what happens is Python source code will be converted into bytecode, which is nothing but .pyc file. Now we saved the Python program as .py, right? When we execute this by using Python space 2.py, what happens behind the scenes is that program will be converted into .pyc file, which is nothing but bytecode. And furthermore, Python interpreter will execute that code line by line. That is happened here, right? That is the reason you are seeing the first line is printed and after that it is failing. That is one of the beauty of Python. Okay, and we will move on to the next sections. Okay, what makes Python more powerful, right? Python has rich ecosystem of libraries like NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, Django, Flash, FastAPI, and many more guys. And its cross-platform feature makes Python platform agnostic. What does that mean? If you have written your program on Windows, your program should be able to be executed on Mac OS or Linux or any other operating system which is compatible with Python. That makes Python cross-platform and platform agnostic. Python has a vast community support. That too, active community support which provides robust support and contributes to the language's development. Okay, ease of learning. Maybe by looking at all of these features what we have discussed so far, you might be thinking that it's very difficult to learn the program which is in Python. No, that's not at all true. Learning of Python is very easy. It's just like an English like language. That way you should be able to learn that very easily. Python's clean and intuitive syntax allows beginners to pick it up quickly without a steep learning curve. Writing Python code often requires fewer lines compared to other programming languages for the same functionality. Python is a beginner friendly programming language and it is easy to learn. Okay. Some of the key characteristics of Python are it's highly readable. Python syntax resembles natural language which makes it easy to understand and maintain. Consistent use of indentation improve code structure and readability. Okay. There are certain things which we need to discuss now, which makes Python a versatile programming language. Those are nothing but it can be used in different areas like web development, automation, data science and machine learning and artificial intelligence and scientific computing, and in other areas like where NASA is using this Python programming language for scientific computing, and in IoT devices also we can use Python. Frameworks like Django, Flask, FastAPI helps us to do the app development, whereas libraries like Pandas, NumPy, TensorFlow makes us to work with Python and do some data analysis, visualization, and AI development by using data science and machine learning libraries. You can do certain automations by using Python scripts. Scientific computing, as I mentioned, it can be used extensively by researchers and organizations like NASA. Finally, these are some of the essential traits of Python. As we discussed earlier, it's an interpreted language. The dynamic typing of Python enables variable types to be determined at runtime rather than at the initial time itself. Okay, we'll see that also as an example. Okay, for that I am opening Python IDE. If you see here, I am putting x equal to 10. Here, if you notice, I didn't mention any data type, right? And to find the type of this, I am giving type of x. What it giving? Type class int. So that means the variable x is nothing but an object of class int. Int is a class, right? For that class, I am creating an object by assigning it to 10. Then what happened internally was it determined that this value is integer value, and that way it understood that the int class is required, and based on that understanding it identified that the class type is nothing but int. For example, if you see here, and I'm putting like Python a string. What's the type now? String str is class, and x is an object which is created for this str class. Okay, if you observe carefully here, I never declared the type of a variable. Internally it is determining itself. That's nothing but dynamic typing. As you know, Python is open source and is freely available for modification and distribution. Okay,